Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
Welcome to Bridge Gardens, 5 acres in Bridgehampton, New York. We are a public garden. Our mission is to serve as an outdoor classroom, demonstration garden, and community resource. We have a focus on sustainability, and I would say one of our biggest experiments in that regard is our lawns. We do not use any chemicals or pesticides on them or fungicides, but yet they look pretty good. We're not exclusively native, but we do feature native plants. A native plant is that purple loosestrife over here. It's a little bit invasive. I usually cut it back in the spring to reduce the volume. Provides a nice background and foil for daffodils and other early spring bulbs. Really makes them pop. Just coming into bloom now are these ornamental onions or allium. These were planted 5 years ago and have come back on their own ever since. Just want to point out another really nice native plant. Twin flower is the common name. Started with a small plant like about that tall, and really pleased that it's this big and ready to be divided this year. We're showing people how to divide perennials and spread them out and propagate what you already have. That is our herb garden. It's I'd say our most popular teaching garden. It's divided into 4 sections. We have a section on culinary herbs, medicinal herbs, textile and dye herbs, and ornamental herbs. A plant not officially an herb, but it's often found in herb gardens. This is a cardoon related to artichoke. Take the stem, peel it like celery, cut it into pieces, either steam or saute. It's really quite tasty. We feature this poppy just because it has culinary uses as well as medicinal uses. And it's also the source of the poppy seeds we put on our bagels. So this is bronze fennel. A nice thing to do with this is to take stalks and throw them on your grill if you're doing salmon. The smoke will give the salmon a little bit of flavor. This tall plant back here is lovage. It's a beautiful perennial herb, very stately. All the stems are hollow. Cut both ends off and use it as a straw for a Bloody Mary. The textile and dye bed is very interesting this time of year. This plant in bloom is called woad. It was the original source of blue dye before indigo, a New World plant, was discovered. This chamomile has been here for about 3 years now. It blooms, it sets seed, the seeds fall to the ground. I cut it back and it comes back up again 2 or 3 times a year. These are our community gardens. We have 20 garden plots that we rent out to people every year. People whose lawns are too shady or who don't have a deer fence or have poor soil, but who still want to grow their own vegetables. We're in our turf demonstration plots. This is a project that we partnered with a couple local organizations with, Cornell Cooperative Extension of Suffolk County in Riverhead, and the Perfect Earth Project. And we have 4 different kinds of lawn seed: tall fescue, fine fescue, ryegrass, and Kentucky bluegrass, and 2 different fertilizer treatments. I'm standing by a plot that had traditional fertilizer put on it. And then we also have other plots where we just use compost. Didn't find much difference between the 2 different plots. We feel that tall fescue did the best, but fine fescue also did well. Kentucky bluegrass performed the worst. We don't mind clover in our lawns. Clover fixes nitrogen in the soil and provides nitrogen for all the other grasses. So it's a really good plant, and we like the way it looks. People think their lawns need to look like golf courses, but they don't. I think people need to think of lawns as more utilitarian, as a place to gather, to walk, not necessarily be a status symbol.